Let's get started. Hands in Namaskaram. Close your eyes. Deep inhalation, exhalation. Deep inhale. Inhale. Yogena chittasya padena vacham manam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarottam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjalinartatosmi. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly keep your hands on the face. Open your eyes in the darkness. Right. So, very good morning to all of you. So, we were discussing Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So, today we will move on to a couple of more new areas in the Yoga Sutra. Right. So, I hope you can see my screen. So, as how we have been discussing, so we talked about Patanjali, so we talked about how it is structured, and then we talked about what is yoga. It is the cessation of the movements in the mind. So then we talked about if our mind is not in a stable state, what happens is it takes the external things into your mind, and mind gets the form of that. For an example, anger. You see something, you don't like it, you get angry, then your mind gets angry, then you become an angry person, right? So likewise, we talked about different states of mind. We talked about why those different states are coming, because of sometimes language, because that you are not sure what you see, because of you trying to anticipate something. Remember the rope and the snake example, right? It can be a rope, but it can be a snake. First of all, we know, okay, that is a rope, that is a snake, or we don't know whether it's a rope or a snake. Smoke and the fire example, right? So all these kind of things. And then we talked about what is chitta based on different philosophies. So according to Upanishads, chitta has 4 elements. Sankhya philosophy, chitta has 3 elements. Patanjali, he don't talk about these different elements in a broken way. So he talk about this everything, the whole package as chitta, the mind field, right? So what something that you see, which is the manas, then whatever you see, you identify with yourself, which is ahamkara, I, then buddhi, decision-making facility. This is red, that is white, this is correct, this is wrong, this is good, this is bad, right? Then chitta, the storehouse. So all this kind of thing, Patanjali called very simply as chitta. I don't want to break things into different things. Let's call it chitta, right? Then we talked about these compulsive states, and then how to get rid of these compulsive states and reach yoga is through abhyasa and vairagya. Always remember this example, right? If when the rain happens, When the wind is there, when the flood is there, when the karma is walking in front of you, only way to keep your mind in one state is through cessation of the movements of the mind, which is achieving yoga. How to go there is through abhyasa, vairagya, tannirodha. Through abhyasa, continuous, prolonged, dedicated practice, vairagya, do the practice or do whatever you want beyond your raga, right? You like something, you like to have something, but you go beyond that. That is vairagya, right? Get over with it, right? You like somebody, you like something, you like a car, you like a particular restaurant, you like a particular country. Don't keep on hallucinating about it, right? Okay, go there, enjoy it, experience it, and get over it. Go beyond it, right? Move on. So that is abhyasa and vairagya. Then we talked about what are the qualities of abhyasa, vairagya. And then we basically talked about, then we said, when you do abhyasa and vairagya, you go beyond the gunas of this world, right? The world is made out of a couple of gunas, which is rajas, tamas, and sattva guna, right? So basically, you go beyond that. That is the result of the abhyasa and vairagya, right? You don't get shaken by action, shaken by laziness, dullness, or nothing, right? Just normal state, right? Then we talked about chitta bhumi, right? So there are mooda. So all of us can actually, whatever the chitta that we have, our chitta, we can put it to one of these 5 categories. Mooda, forgetful, blinded, possessed with possessions, right? So with the sleep factor, all these kind of things. So there are people like this. So they always say, I can't wake up early in the morning for yoga class, right? Because it affects my sleep, right? How many hours you want to sleep? If you sleep 24 hours, will you get enough with it? No. If you sleep a week, will you get enough of it? Will you say, after sleeping a week, will you say, okay, I don't want to sleep for another 2 weeks? No. Tonight you want to sleep again, right? So basically, this is nothing to be greedy about, right? It's part of the nature. Go along with it. Don't get attached to it. Don't get blinded with it, right? And another thing is forgetful. So most of the people, this is not an insult or anything. This is the normal way of humans, animals, everything, especially animals, right? Forgetfulness. Forgetfulness only requires you a to-do list. Forgetfulness only requires you to maintain a notebook. Forgetfulness only make you get scolded from your bosses, make you get scolded from your family partners, everything. Why? Because your mind is running all over the place. So you are forgetful, right? Then kshipta, restless. So always in agitation, don't know what to do. With everything you get excited. Anything and everything you get excited. In yoga, one of the concepts for a yogi to be is learn not to get excited with anything, right? So this will look like a very simple line, but it's very important, right? Don't get excited with anything. It can be a person, it can be an object, it can be a news, right? These days we get like a lot of good news. Yesterday midnight, there's another news. Diesel prices again went up by $50. Petrol went up again by $53. Excited, right? No, it's the economic cycle. Economic cycle looks like an S. We are in the recession. So we will go down and hit the bottom. It will be worsened. Fuel prices will go further than this. Exchange rate will definitely go over 400 rupees by end of this year, right? Then again, a recovery stage comes, right? So this is the economic cycle. So sometimes someone might say, what does he know, right? We are only suffering from the businesses. We all know, right? We all suffer, right? But nothing to get excited, right? So in yoga, for a yogi, one of the underlying factors is exciting factor, right? So if you learn not to get excited with anything, right, you will not get sudden surprises by people. You will not call somebody, my God, that person is so attractive, right? Excited? No. Understand that person is made out of 5 elements. Under the beautiful skin is the flesh. Remember, I shared the lungs of people to my other yoga groups, right? Real lungs cut out from a dead body. It looks ugly. Some people, when they look at it, they get fainted. Why you get fainted? You have the same thing inside you. You are living because of that. Every day in, day out, every moment you fill it up, empty it up, right? That's how you live. Why you get upset? Why you get restless, right? Excitement factor has to become zero. You should not get excited with anything. Even if you go to the top of a mountain cliff, nothing to get excited, right? It's just that something that you see, which you don't see every day. Simple as that. Nothing to get excited. It was there. It was there yesterday. It is there right now. It is there tomorrow, right? You just saw it right now. So excited, don't get excited, right? Then vikshipta oscillates between opposites. So these are the people who can't take a decision. What if I do this? What if I don't do this? Should I pick this one? Should I pick that one? Right? So you don't know what to do. So these people, their decision-making capacity is very low. Why? When you oscillate between opposites, what happens is you are always not clear with yourself, what you are supposed to do, right? Then ekagra, one-pointedness. So this is a state of mind where whatever the situation you are, whatever you see, whatever you do, your mind is always attached to one thing. Let's say it's about money factor. So these money factor people, they always talk about anything and everything based on money. You look at something nice, it could be very expensive, can't afford it. Why you worry about it? Just you have your eyesight, right? Free of charge. Have a look at it, enjoy, move on, right? But money factor comes to the mind and basically make you suffer, right? So that is a bad side of it. Also, good side, one-pointedness. If you have Ishvara in your mind, if you have the Dharma in your mind, right? Always, anything and everything that you see, you know, this is made out of 5 elements. This is made out of Maya. This is made out of Karma, right? So if that is the case, you see the reality of everything. Whatever you see is not the same thing the other person sees. It's different, right? So that is the importance of being ekagra. Then niruddha, completely restrained, right? Happy-go-lucky. Okay. So basically, niruddha meaning, again, mind is one-pointedness, and that is not pointed towards a karma or a krodha or any object attachment. It's basically restrained, right? Nothing to be happy about, nothing to be worried about, nothing to say bad about, nothing to say good about, right? It's a restrained state. You move on. Then, so Vairagya also, so there are different states. Remember the coffee example, right? First of all, Yatmanana stage. So if you want to get rid of coffee, first of all, disengage the senses. Stop drinking coffee. Then, Vyaktireka, keep away from the desire. So not only you stop drinking coffee, but you will, I don't want coffee, not because I want to stop it or anything. I just don't need it anymore, right? Then ekendriya, feel, so still I don't drink coffee. I do not want to survive it, or I don't want it to survive, but still, the UK airport, this particular coffee shop, one more time, please, right? So the feeblest desires, if you get a really good coffee, if you get a real good flavor or the smell of a coffee, yeah, why not, right? One more time, right? One more time, right? Then Vashikara, all senses have been brought under control, meaning I do not drink coffee. I'm fine without coffee. I don't have even feeblest desires, meaning even if somebody give me a coffee, I will not have any difference. Coffee or water doesn't matter, right? So the mind will not go back to the memory and then recall a nice coffee I had there. No, nothing like that. Smell will not affect you, right? Even the taste will not affect you, right? And hearing about it will not also affect you. Paravairagya, higher state of renunciation, coffee doesn't affect me. Doesn't matter, right? So that is the disidentification or vairagya, going beyond a particular raga, right? Good. So abhyasa and vairagya, we said they are like the two wings of a bird. Without one wing, you cannot fly. Right, good. Then we talked about samadhi, the states of samadhi. So I will directly go here because I want to bring something very nice today, with very good news with a couple of sutras to come, right? Okay, so good. So first of all, when you start your meditation, when you start the yoga journey, we say the first stage is basically based on a particular object. That object can be water, fire, sky, a mountain. So you basically focus your mind to one place. Let's say you go to a happy place, right? Remember once we did this meditation in the yoga class. So we went to our happy place where, so my happy place is like a beach with a nice ramp with kayaks, and then there's a nice cave to go in, and then the greenery is there. So basically what happens is I focus on that. Without my knowledge, my mind totally become one pointed towards that, right? So we call it cognitive. It's based on a particular external object. So taking an external object as a focal point or the scope of view, you basically keep on contemplating about it and bring the mind to one place. So in Sinhala, we call it Rupavachara, meaning Rupa. Rupa is an object, right? So Rupavachara. So here we talked about Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, Asmita, Rupa, meaning Vitarka. Start questioning about it, right? Vichara is you go to the level of questioning where questioning stops, right? And then Ananda is the bliss stage, and then Asmita Rupa, right? Identification with yourself. So still, even in that, now we are basically focusing on an external object and then trying to bring the mind to a particular state of samadhi, which is ekagra, but still the samskaras are there. How come the samskaras are there? At least you cannot focus without an object. So you focus with an object. When you focus with an object, at least why you focus with that object? Because you have an attachment with that object. You bring the mind to one pointedness, but you use the external object to go there. Meaning you have an attachment with that object. So your samskaras are there. Then we come to a particular state. Once we do the abhyasa with vairagya for a long time, this particular meditation, arupavachara state, meaning the cognitive, meaning you can bring the mind to one pointedness without an external object, by yourself, right? Here the samskaras still are there, like the little sparks under the ashes, right? But they are not on the ashes, these are under the ashes, right? Still it's there. Then if you don't do this with disengagement, so if you do your meditation to get higher powers, get universal powers, then you will get mixed with certain energies in the environment. So that's how some yogis show magic, right? Show different miracles, right? Why? Because they are connected with certain energy frequencies, like the radio example. Remember? So you can tune yourself to a particular frequency. Now, can you see the frequency around me? Now, isn't frequency around? Why can't I touch the internet right now? I'm connected to you through internet, but I can't touch it. right? So it's invisible, but it's there. The energy forms are there. It's just that if you don't practice your meditation with Vairagya, you will tune up to a certain energy, right? So, but you should actually tune up your mind to make sure that you don't get deviated with one energy. You basically get along with the nature, right? Then you feel like a bodiless state, right? So then basically when you become bodiless state, sometimes people think they attained nirvana, they got enlightened. No, you yourself feeling that you are bodiless itself is a attachment. You have to go even beyond that. Nothing state, right? Don't worry about these things. Okay. Then we said Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, Samadhi, Prajna, Put. So we actually talked about the trust, confidence, vigor, how keen you are, how better you are in terms of absorbing. This will help you to get there faster. So likewise, how to, so Tivra, so if you do it in a vigorous way, you will go there soon. So likewise, then we talked about Mrudu, Madhya, Adimatra, Api Vishesha. So if you go in a soft space, if you go in a moderate, if you go in a steady-minded, then you will go there faster. So we talked about these things, right? Don't worry about these things. So today, so we talked about Vairagya Abhyasa, we talked about the states of Samadhi, then we talked about universal truth, the God. Remember we talked about God? Then today we are going to go the obstacles during meditation. I'm pretty sure all of you have experienced this, including myself very well, and in anybody in this world have gone through this. So when we are going through these sutras, you will feel like, oh, yes, this has happened to me. This is the problem. This is why I can't do meditation, right? This is why I hate meditation. All these things will come to you, right? Then the most beautiful thing is Patanjali gives you 11 sutras, right? 11 sutras on techniques to enhance your meditation over obstacles. Isn't this good news? Right? This is the best news. He, till the sutra number 30, he gave you definitions. This is this, yoga is this, samadhi is this, Ishvara is this, and all this kind of thing. Then he is telling, hey, look here, you have all of it, but when you start to meditate, these are the problems that you are going to have. So thank you very much for telling that as well. Then he tells, you have these obstacles now. Here are a couple of techniques to go beyond these obstacles, right? Don't get caught up with these obstacles. Here are a couple of things that you can go beyond the obstacles, right? Right. So Ishvara, we talked about what is Ishvara, the universal truth. You may call it God, the universal truth, Paramasatya, anything in this world. You can give any name to that, right? Then we talked about, so klesha karma vipaka asaiha, so aparambristaha purusha vishesha purusha, yeah. So basically we talked about the universal truth is supreme being, totally free of conflicts, unaffected by the actions, untouched by, so yeah, we know it, right? God is something like this, we know it. But how to go there? This is the problem, right? So he is the seed of the whole creation. Everything is there. Then we talked about that particular God or the universal truth is the first and absolute guru. So he is unconditioned by time, obviously, right? There's no time for this guru. There's no time for the universal truth. There's no time for dharma. Dharma exists every day, everywhere, right? Doesn't have a time. With the time, the Dharma version 1, version 2.0, version 3.0, modern Dharma, those are all nonsense conflicts, concepts, right? Dharma is one. Then, so basically, Om, the symbol of God is Om. So you contemplating on Om basically will help you get there, right? We will do an Om meditation as well as part of this session as well, maybe in the upcoming weeks. So today it's going to be good, right? So last sutra we did so far is the 29th sutra. Tatha pratyakshetana adhigama api antaraya abhavaha cha. Meditation on God with the repetition of Om removes the obstacles to the mastery of the inner self, right? Fine. So we will, right. You guys were able to see my screen before as well, right? Whatever I'm sharing? No? Or did you just see it right now? Yeah. It was there. Good, good, good. I'm getting some mixed messages. That's fine, right? So meditation on God, repetition of Om, right, removes the obstacles to the mastery of inner self. Fine. So meditation of Om removes the obstacles of the mastery of the inner mind. Fine. So thinking of this, you can do Om meditation, no problem. Say 108 times Om. But know what are these obstacles. Know what obstacles you can overcome through Om meditation. Let's go to the next sutra. This is good. Vyadi. Take this sutra very well. This is the savior of your chapter 1. This is the essence of the chapter 1. These are the problems that you will encounter in your meditation. Know what are these. Then, I told you, we have 11 sutras Patanjali has given how to overcome all these problems. How to make a pleasant mind. There are different ways of making a pleasant mind. Isn't that good, right? So I actually, for me, this is one reason I love about Patanjali. Very direct, simple, identify the problem, give the exact solution to that and go ahead. Not only you identify the problem and say, because of this problem, since you are not a good sadhaka, you will fail. No. This is the problem. You are a good sadhaka, right? Overcome this problem. That's how you go, right? Starting from sutra number 30 today, right? Vyadi sthana shamshaya pramada alasya avirati bhranti darshana alabdha bhumikatva anavasthititvani chitta vikshepaha te antarayaha. Do not remember this. Do not chant this. Do not memorize this. No point doing this without knowing the meaning. Simple as that, right? So, what is it? Vyadi, disease. Where the disease comes from? You sit on meditation. So, I experienced this some time back. So, we sit on meditation. I thought everybody meditated for 1 hour. Then when I checked the recording, some people woke up, some people scold my parents, some people curses my whole generation. Some people, check their legs, whether the legs are still there because we can't feel the legs anymore. All these problems, disease, right? Not only that, a simple cold, phlegm will not let you meditate. Simple as that, right? Simple cold, simple fever, even a little shaken mind will not give you enough space to meditate. What is the solution? For Vyadi, according to Raja Yoga of Patanjali, the 8-limbed yoga, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, 8 limbs. What is your solution to disease? Asana and pranayama. Why we do yoga asana? Why we do kaputasana, to handstand, to headstand, to chin stand, to neck stand, to all these stands and everything, balancing, and we look like so weird to others, right? Why? Because you want to stay away from disease, healthy body. So now you understand why you have asana is not a fashion. It's not for show business, right? It is for a yogi to be healthy, because unhealthiness means a obstacle for your journey towards Ishvara, God, universal truth. merging with the nature, merging with the universal truth through meditation, going to different states of samadhi through meditation. A problem is disease. To stay away from disease, you do asana and pranayama, right? So that is very important. There was a little contemporary example. So there was a lady who came to this America's Got Talent, right? Her surname goes as Night Bride. That's not her real name, but that's her name. So if you check her in YouTube, you will see her. So she wrote a song about herself, about the last year of her life. Very young person. And she actually got the golden buzzer itself, right, for singing a song. So she went directly to the last this thing. So attitude is, right, doing what you are supposed to do till the end of your life. Now, so she came with an original song called It's Okay, right? What is it okay about? So it's about the last year of her life. I'm not actually doing any promotion to her, but this is an example very recently really hit me, right? So by the time she was in the stage, her probability to live is 2% because a cancer has taken off her lungs, spine, and the other organs, right? So her attitude is, hey, 2% is something, right? 2% is not zero. My God, right? So normally, according to mathematics, 2% is zero. 0.4% is zero. 0.4999 is zero. But 0.5% is 1. 0.51 is 1. But according to her mathematics, 98% of probability to die and 2% to live, right, is something. And she said one more line saying, you don't have to wait for things which is going wrong with your life to get okay to be happy. Meaning, there are certain things right now going on. So I see, I'm telling you, oh, I want to buy a car. I want to buy a car because current car is not good and all. So once I buy the car, I will be happy. What she's saying is, no. You don't have to buy the car to be happy. You can be happy right now. You can't wait till all your miseries in life to be over with to become happy, because you will not live till long. So she auditioned today, and in the next round, before the next round, she died. 2% got over. But imagine that spirit of, you are telling 2% is not zero. Always like that, right? So what I'm saying is, I'm trying to explain this one word only, Vyadi. A cancer person taken 98% of the body out is still saying, I can still sing, I'm able to make a song, I'm able to stand still, and I came alone to the show to sing a song to you and win the show, right? So Vyadi is not a problem. Attitude is the problem, right? Attitude towards your Vyadi is the problem. You can have a fever. During fever, there are certain yoga you can do. None of us will be there who will not have a fever in this life. We will definitely get a fever somewhere down the line. We will definitely break one of our limbs. We will definitely have a headache. But still there are certain yoga that we can do. When you have a headache, go and sleep. Apply some balm and go and sleep. But never get to the attitude, I'm sick. It's just a temporary small glitch. It will be done, right? Go ahead, okay? Then the next one, sthana, lack of perseverance. If you don't get that 2%, and if you think 98% is telling I'm going to die, what is 2%? Let's die right now. You are already dead, right? Mental laziness. If you want to wake up early in the morning and attend to the class, unless you have the mental perseverance, you will not be able to do it. You don't need an alarm. Check this. So tonight, meditate for 5 minutes. Meditate upon Tomorrow I will wake up at 4:30. Tomorrow I will wake up at 4:30. Tomorrow I will wake up at 4:30. And imagine tomorrow you waking up at 4:30. This is the only meditation. Do it for not 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Tomorrow, shut down all your alarms. So before you go to sleep, shut down all the alarms, right? Tell everybody in the house, do not wake you up. If you do this meditation tonight, tomorrow, 4:30, you will wake up, right? I'm pretty sure most of you all have experienced it. Have you experienced it? Definitely, right? Do the meditation upon tomorrow, I'm going to wake up at 4:30. You will wake up at 4:30. Even if you don't like, right? 4:30, you will wake up. And if you don't carry on with your day, you will get frustrated from there. I woke up, what now to do, right? If I go to sleep, you will get weird dreams. Sleep will be really, really badly affected. All these issues will come, right? So mental laziness, lack of perseverance is a killer for your journey, right? You have to have perseverance. If you want to do something, just do it, right? All these issues will come. Petrol prices will go up, gas will not show up, exchange will go up. So who cares, right? Does it affect your meditation, right? Does it affect your meditation or yoga asana? Why you do meditation and yoga asana is for yourself, right? So, I mean, it's simple as that. Then samshaya, doubt, indecision. So when you do the meditation, another thing is, am I doing the meditation right? I have meditated for a month, no result. I don't feel like I have superpowers. I don't feel like I can connect with the nature. Is this right? Right? So remember, Buddha meditated for 6 years. So if you are expecting any results, even in 10 years, just forget about it. Right? You have to keep continuously do it, right? If you are in the state of Buddha, you would have ended your life 2636 years back, right? So you are still living, no? We are still in the samsara because we were not there. So if he took 6 years, just put 15 years for you, right? So for 15 years, do this. Right? You will feel somewhere. Now I see Jayanthan, 15 years, too long. Return on investment. I will invest for 15 years. What is the return? What if it doesn't come? What if, economy goes? No. Right? You have to have a clear mind. Go for your target. If you want to do yoga, keep on doing yoga. If you want to do meditation, keep on doing meditation. Right? Even look at a beggar. Beggar, keep on begging. Right? And he's living. So why can't we meditate like that? If you go to the town, I'm pretty sure the beggar you saw 20 years back, still begging. What a perseverance, what a determination. Still begging, right? Doing the same thing, abhyasa. Right? And I'm pretty sure his bank account is really rich, even more than one of you or me, right? So that's how it is, right? Then pramada, intoxication, carelessness, negligence, right? Drink alcohol yesterday night and try to meditate tomorrow morning, just forget about it. Intoxicate your body and try to meditate, right? So intoxicate, so some people are there, when they intoxicate, only the dharma comes out. You talk the real dharma when the body is intoxicated, right? When you are in your normal senses, when you are in your good senses, you do shit, right? Sorry, you do bad things. Sorry about my word, right? You do all the nonsense in the world. But when you get intoxicated, philosophy comes to the picture, right? So it doesn't happen like that. It's a pramada, carelessness. Today, no time to meditate, let's do it tomorrow. Not going to help. Negligence, I even forget my meditation schedule. I even forget my asana exercises, right? Can't do that. Right now, if you see, I am sitting in my Padmasana on the seat. So do I need time to do my meditation? Or do I need time to do my yoga asana? You don't need. Right? Before we start the session, I say deep inhale and exhale. I actually deep inhale and exhale at that time. I really do the focused Om at that time. So right now, if you see, Even from 6 to 7 on a Friday morning, you had time to do a Dirgha Swasa. You had time to do a nice 3 Omkaras. You have right now time to sit in a particular yoga asana. So are you saying that you don't have time, so I can neglect? I have Patanjali Yoga Sutra, so I don't have time to do anything else, right? Then alasya, idleness, physical laziness. So I don't need to talk about it. Avirati, lacking of moderation or control. Eat well. Keep on eating, and say, I can't do yoga today, right? Eat so much of sugar, right? Eat all these sweets and everything, and then say, I feel very not fit today to do yoga. Who destroyed you? You yourself destroyed you. And then calling yoga, no, it's not going to work. Yoga is not for me, right? No. Bhranti darshana, living under illusion. The Maya, living under illusion. When you close your eyes, the beautiful woman comes to your mind. The beautiful man comes to your mind, and he will never leave your mind and let you meditate. What are you trapped in? Maya. 5 elements packaged beautifully, right? Remove the thin 1 millimeter layer of the skin, 5 elements, right? Nothing to be, if I'm the same beautiful woman or same beautiful man, if I show you them without the skin, now you will get a faint. How come that is possible? With the 1 millimeter skin, you become like go crazy. When you remove it, you faint, right? Then you get depression. Oh, right? So big issues. So living under illusion, this illusion factor you need to bring out. Words, talk right words. Listen to good things, right? Listen to the right things, right? Don't listen to nonsense. Don't listen to atishokti, varnana, right? Exaggeration, over exaggeration, right? If you take the universe of songs, not even a 1.0.00001% is about the God, Ishvara, universal truth, right? Listen to that. Don't listen to the song which talks about how the parts of this particular woman's body or the man's body, when I see that person, I go crazy and all. So that is living under illusion, right? Craving to a bigger house is illusion. Craving to a bigger meal is illusion. Craving to a better person is illusion, right? Just you are part of 5 elements. Everything else is part of 5 elements. You are everything. Everything is you. What is there to be get excited about? So that's why I said the exciting factor, excitement. If you are a yoga practice, excitement has to be 0 in all the situations. You don't get excited for anything. Nothing to get excited, right? So when you get excited, meaning the illusion part basically come and hit you, right? Good. Then alabdha bhumikatva, missing the point, inability to hold to what is achieved, not remembering the point, right? So after some time of meditation, you do meditation for something else, right? Remember the initial point why you started the meditation. This happens to us when we actually drive outside the house. So, or browsing. Everybody will agree with me, browsing. So when you take your smartphone to your hand, right? Your objective is to check for a word. But what happens when the screen lights it up? WhatsApp says to, oh, forget about that. Let's see WhatsApp. Oh, somebody has forwarded me some nonsense, some crazy thing. I click it. Then I go to YouTube. Then YouTube has a playlist of that person's nonsense. I will go through that, right? Where is the whole point of you trying to use your smartphone? Are you that stupid? Right? So basically, you missing the point. After some time, even your meditation, you miss the point. You sit down not to meditate, just to contemplate on something else. Just to say, oh, I had a very bad day. My meditation time is my calm time. Let's stay calm. That is not meditation. You have lost the point. As one human being, you don't even remember that one point, right? Then anavasti tattvami, unsettled state, inability to maintain the achieved progress. Lot of yogis, they meditate and come to a particular state. When you come to that particular state, you think you have achieved certain superpowers. You can recall certain memories. You can recall memories of others. Then what you do is you try to monetize it, right? You try to help people with it, right? You try to do wonders with it. Then you actually forget your whole point of why you came there, where you started. You not only come here, you have to go beyond that, but you get stuck here, right? And start, giving lectures and doing nonsense all over the world and making everybody confused, right? Then chitta vikshepa, a scattered or oscillating mind causing distraction in consciousness. These te antaraya, obstacles. So these are the obstacles when you try to do meditation. So tell me anybody who have not experienced any of these things during meditation, hands up. Of course, I don't hand up, right? Everything that can go wrong, your meditation is here, 30th Sutra, right? So remember, yeah, these are the problems, right? And also, right? Yeah, I will explain the rest of it here. 31. Dukkha dhaurmanasya angame jayatva. Dukkha dhaurmanasya angame jayatva swasa prashvasa vikshepa saha bhuvaha. Right? So, sorrow, despair, unsteadiness of the body and irregular breathing further distract the chitta. So, very good example here is sometimes when you sit to do meditation, there's something called depression. Depression pops up inside, right? So let's say a lot of people actually come to yoga to do meditation or become a monk when things really hit them bad, right? When the life hit them so bad, only they realize this doesn't have any meaning, right? Use the body in the way you are supposed to use it and leave it and never come back. This message, a lot of people get it once they are either economically hit bad, relationship-wise hit bad, job-wise hit bad, or sometimes maybe a car crash. I don't know, right? So then what happens is because of that situation, people go to all these things. Then what happens when you go into deep meditation, right? Deep meditation is so your mind is first scattered, then your mind is less scattered, then your mind is even lesser scattered, one-pointedness. Sometimes when you focus on this one-pointedness, this can focus to the depression factor, right? Some people, they pour tears of ecstasy when they meditate. But some people on the same time, when they meditate, they get into this particular depressing factor of your life and they go through deep into that. And sometimes people cry. So this is not the tears of ecstasy. This is the depression factor going to you so much, right? So you can actually focus on something like that. So the sorrow and pain is again a challenge. It's again a distracting factor in your meditation, right? Meditating is also, it's not just, keep your right hand on your left hand, sit and close your eyes and enjoy. No, it's an inside job. When you go inside, your inside, you can't just erase like a computer, shift, delete. Even if you delete a hard drive, you can rebuild it with the forensic specialist. You become a forensic specialist of your own mind when you go to meditation. Do you agree or not? Right? Then what happens is when you go into the forensics inside your mind, sometimes then you find all the bad memories, painful memories, happy memories, right? So happy memories can either again distract you, sad memories can again, increase the depressing factor and bring you there. So sorrows and pains, you need to learn to let go, right? So let go is not forget. Oh, it's okay. He did this to me. She did this to me. No, 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 no. Right? Let it go. Let it go. Accept it. This happened to me because of my karma. I have exhausted my karma right now, and let's move on. So nothing to be bothered about it anymore because I have moved on. That was my karma. Good that I exhausted that karma right now rather than future or tomorrow, right? Then angame jayatva, unsteadiness of the body, numbness, this popular problem of can't be able to sit in one asana. So in my yoga sessions, right, that's why I say if you know 20 asanas, learn to stay in that 20 asana for 1 hour, right? If you know one asana, learn to stay in that asana for the maximum time possible. That is steadiness. That is the one-pointedness. That is the focus. Not that you able to do all the asana, put it in Instagram. I also put certain asana into social media. But why I do that is I want people to come and join with the journey. I don't have any other this thing about my fashion and everything because look at what fashion, right? So important thing is sorrow and pain. These things, when you go into the inside, can create issues. Be careful. Learn to let go. Vairagya. Go beyond it, right? Then dhaurmanas, mental pain, affliction, all these issues. Unsteadiness of the body. Yoga. Do yoga. Keep on doing yoga, right? Vikshepa. Certain things distract. So sometimes when you meditate, a dog barking even can distract you. Then you will think, okay, why the dog is barking? Who has come to my house? Or thief, this, all the options come in your, no, right? Those are all distractions. Then samabhuvaha. So even now your life is going in a particular way, right? So right now, country is in a deadly recession, right? So there are certain things personally that you should change the way you were doing, right? So there are certain decisions that you need to make, right? Gas, if the gas is not there, what is the alternative? Electric cooker, then the power is not there. Then what is the alternative, right? So you need to make certain changes in your life in different stages. But making those changes in your life should not affect your routine. Your yoga time of 15 minutes a day, your meditation time of 2 minutes a day, your Patanjali yoga class, your other yoga classes, whatever that you personally do, your drawing, your reading, so those things should not get affected, which helps you to bring the mind to a calm state. Those things should not be affected because of some recession, right? So because of some recession, we need to change the way how we live. But those changes or the new activities come to your life should not make disturbances to your routine. So that is important, right? So that is very important. So you can't have different distractions like that, right? Existing at the same time, side by side, accompanying concurrent, right? Then, so we will not go to 32nd Sutra. We actually did only 2 sutras today, but it's very important. These 30th to 33rd Sutra, you get it properly. And then 33rd Sutra to 43rd, we are going to enjoy how to overcome all these distractions. That is important, right? So we will stop the session from here, and I have a news for you because I feel a little bad of changing the time because of the power cuts and all. So I have bought a couple of equipments and lights that, which will work during power cut. So I will repeat the same class on Wednesday evening as well. And then for Wednesday evening, impossible people, I will continue the next class on Friday morning as well. So till we get over this situation, we might have to do a couple of changes. I'm totally okay with it. And all of you are even welcome to listen to the same lesson twice, no problem. So on next Wednesday evening, I will repeat the same class. And next Friday morning, we will do a new class. So likewise, so 2 days per week, I will do the same class, right? Because I see a lot of people are missing here, and a lot of people have messaged me saying, they have different commitments and all. So people should not miss this, right? So let's do it like that, right? So we will close the session from here, and I'll listen to your questions if you have. So hands in Namaskaram. This is another time that you get to chant the Omkara. So do it with right way, right? Close your eyes. Deep inhale. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Slowly, palms rubbing on the face with a deep inhalation and exhalation.